Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to briefly discuss something Jordan Peterson said a while back because quite frankly, he misled a lot of people, and to be honest with you, a lot of people are confused on this topic and do not really understand why the church does what it does. In an interview with a news source known to mislead people and spread false information about the church and the Pope in recent times, he made the following remarks.
Since Vatican II, let's say in the 60s, the church has been aiming to be more relevant,
right.
more welcoming. So what's the
That's
problem?
not working. It's
not
shallow, obviously. Shallow and contemptible. It's supposed to be an invitation to the great adventure of life. What's the great adventure of life? Pick up your cross and follow me. That's a hell of an invitation, but that's the invitation. And the church lost faith in that. We have to be relevant. Well, what's more relevant than that? As soon as you say that you need to be more relevant than that, what you're doing technically is putting something else above that. Well, that's not going to work, not if the original proposition was correct. And obviously the original proposition is correct. Young people want an adventure. Why the hell do you think they're so concerned with saving the planet, which Pope Francis seems to be on about constantly, when he should be saving souls? That's how you save the planet, not by worshipping Gaia.
Do you think Pope Francis puts the emphasis in the wrong places sometimes?
Well, I gave you that example. I don't see, for the life of me, what the Catholic Church has to do with climate crisis. Just the formulation is wrong. The priority is wrong. You save the world one person at a time. It lacks faith in its own mission.
So Jordan Peterson said that the invitation to pick up your cross and follow Jesus is obviously correct. To be honest with you, I found that remark a bit odd because it is not so obvious that Jordan Peterson himself have accepted that invitation to follow Jesus and embraced the Christian faith. If you are going to tell people to follow Jesus, you should probably follow Jesus by accepting the Christian faith. I don't know if he has done that. Maybe he did. Maybe I missed the announcement. But if he didn't, then he is just inconsistent. Hey guys, follow Jesus. But I'm not a Christian yet. I'm not embracing the Christian faith. That is inconsistent. It does not make sense. But that is just one aspect that confused me a little bit. But nevertheless, let's move on from that to the main point of this video. He complains that Pope Francis is trying to save the planet and not souls. His impression is that Pope Francis and the Catholic Church is prioritizing saving the planet instead of souls. And a lot of people have this impression about the Catholic Church and Pope Francis, so Jordan Peterson is not alone in this regard. Because of that, I want to address this. Pope Francis trying to save the planet is not unique to him. Pope St. Paul VI, John Paul II, Pope Benedict, they all discussed the same topics and said that people need to save the planet. Saving the planet is important. So this is not a Pope Francis issue. This is really the Catholic Church over the past few decades and maybe even longer than that. So why does the Catholic Church care so much about the earth? It is because God entrusted the earth to us humans. We should not destroy the gifts of God. We need to make use of it, benefit from it, but also protect it and guard it. We should not be selfish, just trying to consume it as mere property, just using it for your own personal gain. It is wrong to degrade the gifts of God. And as Pope Francis himself has confirmed when he agreed with a patriarch, the main focus is not to treat the symptoms of the problems we face. Humanity itself has to change. Consumption needs to be replaced with sacrifice, greed with generosity. We need to replace wastefulness with a spirit of sharing. We need to learn to give, learn to love. Human life is a gift from God, and it has to be protected from degrading conditions. And as Pope Benedict said, Environmental deterioration in turn upsets relations in society. It is a fact that water and air pollution, deforestation, and the changing temperatures have a detrimental effect on populations, especially those who are the most poor in society. With regards to global warming, you can discuss how much we really contribute to it and what is the best way we need to respond without even making it even worse for the population, because some solutions are not solutions and cause more harm than good. But all of this is a completely different discussion. The point I am trying to make is that there is a direct link between the environment and our souls. It is not mutually exclusive. It would be like complaining that people care too much about poverty and people who are sick and not salvation. It is a good thing to help poor people. It is a good thing to help people who are sick and people living in poverty or suffering with illnesses. They have a dignity, the dignity of the human person. And this is also connected with a lot of virtues and vices about how we deal with these problems in our society. So to complain that the Catholic Church is prioritizing the environment over and against souls, it shows that Jordan Peterson and many other people did not look at what the Church itself has said on these issues, particularly the Pope himself. Unfortunately, Jordan Peterson did not reflect on these issues in much depth. Otherwise, he would have seen why the Catholic Church cares about the planet. And unfortunately, again, Jordan Peterson shows that he is just ignorant of everything else the Pope has done in recent times. For him to think that Pope Francis prioritizes the earth over and against souls, wow. The Pope has spent the past 14 months teaching about evangelization and teaching about vices, and he will continue to do so in the upcoming months. And he is preparing to teach about virtues as well. This is as close to salvation as you can get. He is not teaching the faithful about scientific facts about global warming and pollution every week. No. So unfortunately, Jordan Peterson delivered an inaccurate and ignorant judgment about Pope Francis and the Catholic Church, as many others have done as well. So let's pray for Jordan Peterson to be corrected and also, most importantly, for him to truly follow Jesus and embrace the Christian faith and join the Catholic Church in full communion. I hope you found this helpful and that you have a greater appreciation as to why the Catholic Church cares about the earth in the first place. Thank you for watching. God bless.